Guys, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on what part of the globe you're at today. So today what I want to talk to you about, guys, I'm going to help you to exercise to release the number one blocker or inhibitor of your desires or your manifestation. All right, and the number one force that really prevents us from truly attracting or getting what we want is the force of attachment, or learn to detach, or detachment. Detachment is the key. So the number one reason the law of attraction may not be working for you is detachment. Detachment from the outcome. So how can I detach from the outcome? How can I remove myself from the outcome? How can I stop to figure out how, why, when my manifestation will occur? All right. So in order to get to the root cause of it, we have to know how these things work. First of all, we have to know what detachment is. We have to know what attachment is. And we have to learn how your brain interprets and react to these forces. Okay. So let's begin. That's what we're going to talk about today. How to detach from the outcome so that you can create and manifest your desires easily and effortlessly, right? So the first key we want to talk about. We want to talk about some forces that can actually prevent us from receiving or allowing our desires to come in, right? So some of these forces throughout my channel you guys have learned, and you've taken a lot of attention, and you're putting strides towards controlling them, right? So we have time, or the illusion of time, which basically past, future concepts of your conscious thinking ego mind. Okay, that's a step that can stop us. We also have, of course, the conscious thinking mind, the ego mind, that can stop you. Even your own subconscious mind, the subconscious blocks, or what your subconscious holds to be true, that can also stop you, right? But despite all those forces, the number one force that really prevents us from getting what we desire is detachment. Why is it so difficult to detach from the outcome and everything? Well, first of all, we have to learn how your brain works. Okay, the key element or chemical in your brain that really is responsible for attachment is known as oxytocin. Okay, oxytocin is a chemical. We refer to it as a love chemical. It's a chemical in our brain that we hold and we contribute to attachment. Okay, it's produced through your pituitary gland and the hypothalamus part of our brain. Okay, so that chemical right there is what induces the attachment. And also our ego, our conscious mind. See, your thinking mind sees things in a physical reality perspective. It can only see things so far. Okay, and what happens is your thinking mind associates you with these things. So the reason we become attached is because we feel, okay, that the thing, the desire, it completes us, or we need it. Without it, we won't be happy. Without it, we won't succeed. Without it, we will fail. Okay, so this is how your ego and your brain works. It's just how our brain's wired. Okay, so now that we learn what attachment is and how it works, now how can we exercise and release it? Well, to release attachment or to become detached from the outcome, you must have an understanding of how things work on a universal scale, right? And the key component that's going to help you right now is it all starts with quantum physics. Okay, quantum mechanics is the key to help you to detach, because with quantum physics we're going to show you how you get what you get. Okay, in quantum physics I'm going to show you right now that you already have everything that you've been desiring, but it's because of the brain's inability to comprehend it, meaning the conscious thinking part of your brain, because of its inability to see beyond its own ledger, so to speak. This is why it holds you back. Okay, your brain, that's how our thinking brain is wired. So let's take a dive into how it works. So quantum law basically states, in layman terms, look, that everything that you and I are comprised of, energy, vibration, magnetism, frequencies. Okay, your thought give off certain energetic frequencies. You and I are vibrational beings. Okay, and because of magnetism, we pull in and attract. So the first tip for you guys is this: the law of attraction is always working. It never stops working. Okay, what the question you want to ask yourself is, what am I blocking Or why am I blocking from myself from receiving? Okay, that's the question you want to ask, because the law of attraction is always working. And it's because of your attachment to something. So you have to be detached now. Okay, so let's go to physics and see how it works. So according to physics, that everything comprised of are the same particles, just arranged in different building blocks. Okay, so everything that you see in your physical reality, everything that you ever desire, everything that you ever wanted, it's already there in a quantum form. Okay, it's quantum forms that exist in energetic particles. You know, talk about atoms, protons, electrons, neutrons. We've got the smallest one from quarks to bosons, and these particles come together to create what your brain or physically see around you. So that means that money, a home, a job, a career, even an individual or a situation that you've been desiring, you've been visualizing, it is already there for you. Okay, now how do we know this? Well, because if everything is in quantum form and everything comprised and make things that you make up, which you are part of it, means you're intertwined, you're interconnected in it. According to the universe, it sees that you already have it. Okay, so the first key for you to be detached from the outcome is to recognize that, whoa, so I already have all my desires. Yeah, you already have all your desires. So Mark, what's preventing me from receiving it? What's preventing you from receiving it is known as a force known as resistance. Okay, you're pushing it away because you aren't capable of realizing and allowing it to come to you. I've just given you the awareness now. So you have to start to look at things in the form of this way. So I already have everything for me. It already exists now. So whether it's money, it's a house, a car, yes, you already have it. It's there for you. Okay? So what does detachment mean? Detachment basically means to take yourself out of the outcome. Stop trying to figure out how, when it will happen. Or detachment basically means to not have a fear of losing it or not getting it. Okay? Because here's something. How can you lose or how can you fear something, not getting something that you already have? Okay? It's already yours on that scale. So this is the mind. This is how the conscious mind can work to inhibit that, to create that resistance, because your ego mind can only see things in a physical perspective, so to speak. It cannot process information beyond a certain point. And this is the part of your brain that can't see this, can't recognize this. You know, your subconscious mind, your higher mind can see beyond it. So to become detached is to have the awareness and the recognition to know that everything that I've been desiring, it's already mine. So I should just take myself out from the outcome, watch my manifestation materialize behind the scenes. Okay, so you will be all right without it, okay, and you'll be all right with it. That's detachment. Detachment doesn't mean to give up. Just basically means to kind of don't care or let it go, to know that whether it happens or whether it don't, I'll be fine either way. That's very paradox. That's a paradox, and it's very ironic, because if you come at it this way, now you allow flow. Now you allow the energy of flow to come in now. Okay, abundance now. Now you eliminate the resistant energy, and then it's going to materialize in a form and in a way that your mind or your conscious mind is incapable of processing. In other words, you'll receive it. Okay, so this is why we struggle with detachment, guys. So it's a very tough, because of how our brains are wired. You know, remember that chemical I told you about, oxytocin? That chemical right there, along with the human nature that we feel that we have to have things to validate it, to be happy. So here's the key. Everything starts from within. Remember that, from within. So the key to detachment is to always be happy now. Be happy right this minute, knowing that your desire is already here, that you have it. Okay? It's not going to make you happy when you get it. See, now this is where you create the fear and the resistance, because your mind, your conscious mind, is telling you that you can't live without it. You need it. You have to have it. It doesn't complete you. If you don't get it, you're a failure. This is the ego's concept, and it's all based on logic. It's all based on a perception, which is an illusion. Okay? So how can you fail? How can you lose something that you don't technically or physically have right now? See? So you got to think of it in that terms. But your mind will tell you that you've lost it. It's not yours. But think of it rational. How can I lose something if I don't have it? See? That's the brain's way of kind of a trickery. It's that chemical signal putting you together and said, without it. So you have to get into that realm and realize that, whoa, step out and say, oh, okay, wait a minute. So if I just let go and be confident that the outcome will occur, I'll be fine. Yes, you're detached. So always remember how the world or our reality works on a quantum scale, right? That the minute you realize that it's already yours in that quantum form, you activate that force now to manifest and bring it in through the subconscious mind. That's basically what you have to keep in mind. The key to detachment resides in an understanding, a basic understanding of how quantum physics works. This is what I'm teaching you right now. Quantum physics states, and we prove this, we have this laboratory results, we do tests, we do experiments, and it's shown that everything that you ever desire or ever wanted, needed, whatever it is, the money, everything that you've been visualizing, it's already a part of you, hence it's already yours. So the universe sees that part as you having it. Okay, so when you become detached, you are now vibrating with the same frequency and acknowledging the universe that, okay, I do have it. That creates allowance. Allowance eliminates resistance, hence manifestation. But if you feel that you need it to validate you, you need it to be happy, you will lose it, or you will fear of losing it, then now you create resistance, because now you're going against the laws of quantum physics, which states it's already yours. So now you're telling the universe a counterintuitive energy that you don't have it. Therefore, through the law of attraction, you must get what you put out, which is more resistance, which means you're pushing your very desire away. So the key to be detached, guys, is to recognize how things work from the quantum scale and to realize that you already have it, to live in the present moment and know that it must materialize. That's where faith comes in, okay? When you build that up and you realize that you can be happy now, that whatever you get is just the icing on the cake, voila, instant manifestation, quickly, okay? So those are some tips that's going to help you to detach from the outcome. So this is the number one reason many individuals really fail to use when the law of attraction is being used, is because of detachment, or you're attached. So recognize how you're attached, okay? Recognize the signs of attachment. Signs of attachment goes by your feelings: fear, anxiety, fear of loss, okay? Neediness, it has to complete me. Without it, I'm not happy. These are all signs of attachment. Detachment is when you recognize that it's already done. I'm going to receive it. I'm living in the present moment. I'm at peace. I'm happy right now. And it doesn't matter if it materializes or not. I know it's going to happen because the laws of physics says so, okay? So those are the tips that I wanted to leave you with today. And you start to use them, watch how your reality will change. Watch how you shift that flux of energy now, and you will start to manifest more and more and more. Okay, guys, so those are some quick tips. All right. Remember, guys, you can always check www.markahaughton.com. Those free course outlines are already to teach you just what I'm talking about. How the mind works and interact with quantum physics, how you can use the subconscious mind to create, etc., etc. You can log on. Of course, the Facebook page, Quantum Consciousness Formula, still there, growing good. And also the public page, Mark A. Haughton, at Facebook, all right? A lot of avenues for you guys to get your daily inspiration, wisdom, knowledge, and how the universe works to create. Take advantage. Use this. It's there and now. You can create it. You can all be abundant. And therefore, you can create endless manifestations of your desires. All right, guys? Thank you for watching, and we'll put some more creative content out.